So today we got this 3-cylinder 30 horsepower Yamaha, not running right. So first thing we're going to do, check the compression. So what you're going to need is your spark plug socket. On these 2-strokes, only do one at a time. Leave the other plugs in there while you do it. On a 4-stroke it's all good, but if you take all the plugs out you just get a false reading because there'll be too much air getting into the other cylinders. Taking an easy way. So when you test the compression you want full throttle. On this model has a stopper down here so you can't over rev it in neutral. Then when you're shifting the gear that stopper moves. It's a bit hammered there, but you see that. So what I'll do, instead of disconnecting something, I'll just hold my hand on here, open my butterflies up, get more air in to get a better reading. Four-stroke might need a few more pulls, but call that 110. Just going to start it up. All the compressions are 110. Go choke because it's cold. Going to do a drop test, see what plug does, see which plugs make a difference, and it will also tell us if we've got spark. So you can hear that drop down, I can hear it sparking. As soon as I plug it on it's going to rev back up a little bit. I didn't much, but hear that? That one's all good. This one, it's sparking. It's not revving back up, it's not dropping down. Dropping down. Picks back up. So that tells me we got issue number 2 carby. 3 separate carbies, so we'll be looking at number 2 mainly, but I'm gonna clean them all. It could still be a dodgy spark plug, but that indicates dirty carby number 2 to me. So we're gonna pull the carbies off. New plugs, new fuel filter, and give it a bit of a tune. Get the pilot screws adjusted right. Get the idle all sorted. And she'll be good. It's been getting plenty of oil. So now we've got to undo pretty much all these screws. The smaller ones just hold this air intake silencer cover on. The bigger ones go right through to the manifold. Disconnect that, disconnect the choke. You can see how that's clipped on there. Simple as that. You don't have to worry about your throttle cables because they're connected to this lever system, so that will just come away. Fuel line, we'll pull the pump off with it. Let's just disconnect this one here. It's a start in gear. Cable going up the top here. Should be able to get that clear. To the bottom 2 bolts, that's too long to get out, but this whole lot, if we just clear this whole lot will just come out. Easy as that. Now we can keep them in order. So we can start by cleaning the bottom one. These joints will just clip off. So that's another one, like the choke. Unclip. So now pull the fuel hose off, and then we've got a separate carby. So then we'll clean that, put it back on, unclip the bottom one, the middle one. Apologies, but at about this time I get slack on the filming. I don't show how I finish the job off. So I cleaned the carbies. There was a little bit of rust in the bowl on number 2. I couldn't get the emulsion tubes out from any of the carbies. I just cleaned them all as best as I could. New plugs. I put a new fuel filter on. The old one was full of crap. New primer bulb. I cleaned out his fuel tank, and then I gave it a run, and it sounded a lot better, and I was able to run it on each cylinder separately. Yeah, so I'm just waiting to hear from the owner about his water test, but should be all good. So this is the first video I've made on outboard repairs. So if you want to follow along, I've got more boats coming in, so like and subscribe.